Bugungi videomizda TOEFL iBT Intern based test reading practice'ini ishlab ko'ramiz va bu yerda feeding habits of East African herbivores. Demak, sharqiy afrikalik o't yeyuvchilarni, herbivore degani o't yeydigan hayvonlarni, feeding habits, ovqatlanish tartibi haqida gaplashayotganmiz. Demak, birinchi savol. The word illusory in the passage is closest to mean illusion, ya'ni bu yerda chalkash narsa va shuni keling o'qib ko'raylik. They are all herbivores, plant-eating animals. They all appear to be living on the same diet of grass, herbs and small bushes. This appearance, however, is illusory. Demak, bu yerda bu ko'rinish illusory, chalkashtiruvchi, adashtiruvchi degan ma'noni anglatadi. Definite aniq emas, illuminating ko'rsatadigan emas, misleading adashtiradigan. Shu javobni olamiz. Chunki this is misleading, ya'ni chalkashtiradigan degan ma'noda ishlatilgan. Exceptional degani o'zgacha, o'ziga xos. Yo'q, bu to'g'ri kelmaydi. The word sparsely in the passage is close to. Sparse degani siyrak joylashgan degani, siyrak degani sparsely, siyrak tarzda bo'ladi bu yerda. There are also sparsely distributed, siyrak tarzda, demak joylashgan, tarqatilgan. Demak, widely keng, thinly, qalin, clearly. Thinly yupqa degani, yupqani olamiz. Thick bo'lsa qalin bo'ladi, thin bo'lsa yupqa bo'ladi. Shu javobni olamiz. Shuning uchun ham. Which of the following questions about Richard Bell's research is not answered in paragraph 1? Richard Bell'ni izlanishi haqidagi qaysi savol javob berilmagan. Endi o'qib chiqishimiz kerak masalan. Buffalo, zebra, wild beasts, Toby, Thompson's gazelle live in huge groups that together make up some 90% of the total weight of mammals living on the Serengeti plain of East Africa. They are all herbivores and they all appear to be living on the same diet. This is illusory. When biologist Richard Bell kerakli informatsiya keldi and his colleagues analyzed the stomach content of 4 or 5 species. They didn't study the buffalo. They found that each species was living on a different part of the vegetation. Different vegetation parts differ in food qualities. Lower down there are succulent nutritious leaves. Higher up there are harder stems. There are also sparsely distributed, highly nutritious fruits, and Bell found that only Thompson's gazelle eat much of these. The other 3 species differ in proportion of lower leaves and higher stems that they eat. Zebras eat most stems, water, wild beasts eat most leaves, and Topi are intermediate. Bu yerda Richard Bell'ni izlanishlari haqida gap ketgan va hayvonlarni qanaqa nima yeganligi, nima bilan oziqlangani haqida ma'lumot berilgan. Which of the herbivores studied is only want to eat much fruit? Bu bor. Ko'p demak mevani yeganiga haqida ma'lumot bor. Mana Thompson's gazelle. Which part of the plants do wild beasts prefer to eat? Wild beasts prefer leaves. Ma'lumot bor. Where did the study of herbivores eating habits take place? Qayerda bo'lganligi haqida ma'lumot qo'shish uchun ham shu javobimiz sifatida olamiz. Why were buffalo excluded? Nimaga buffaloni demak nimaga buffaloni exclude qilganligini, include qilmaganligi, ya'ni kiritmaganligi haqida ma'lumot yo'q. Shuning uchun ham bu javobni ham olmaymiz. Where did the studies take place? Demak, qayerda bo'lganligi haqida ma'lumot bo'lishi kerak, chunki ikkita xato javob bo'la olmaydi. Demak, where did the study of herbivores taking place? Why were buffalo excluded from the research study? Demak, menimcha where bo'lsa mana bu Serengetiga to'g'ri keladi. Menimcha mana bu javob to'g'ri bo'ladi menimcha bu yerda. Taxminim. Agar bu bo'lmaydigan bo'lsa, bu bo'ladi. Lekin bu bo'lmaydi, chunki Serengetiga to'g'ri kelyapti bu. Where, qayerdaligi. The word associated in the passage is closest, meaning to associate degani demak demak ma'no jihatdan birlashtirish, aloqasi bo'lish. Keling ko'raylik. The answer lies in two associated differences among species. Ikkita o'ziga xos o'z farqlar deyapti. Obvious, aniq emas. Mana connected bor ekan, bog'liq. Associate demak bog'liqlik bo'lishi degani expected, kutilgan, significant, muhim, obvious, ochiq oydin, yo'q. Oxirgi variantni olamiz. The author mentions the cow and horse in paragraph 2 in order to nimaga after cow bilan horse-ni, ot bilan molni mention qiladi, upperminent qiladi. How are we to understand their different feeding habits? The answer lies in two associated differences among species in their digestive systems and body size. According to their digestive system, these herbivores can be divided into two categories. Non-ruminants, which have a digestive system like a horse, and ruminants, which are like cow. Non-ruminants cannot extract much energy from hard parts of plants. This is more made up of by the fast speed at which through their guts. Biz ko'rayotganingizda demak non-ruminant bilan ruminantni demak horse bilan cowni misolni berish uchun bergan ekan. Distinguish the function of their digestive system from those of their digestive system emas, shuning uchun ularni demak cow bilan horse digestive system haqida gap ketgani yo'q. Emphasize that their relatively large body size leads to have feeding relatively large body size haqida gap ketgani yo'q. Illustrate difference between ruminant and non-ruminant through the use of animals like to'g'ri. Mana ruminant bilan non-ruminantlarni farqini demak biza o'qiyotgan odamlarga tushunishga osonroq bo'lishi uchun beryapti bu ma'lumotni. Similarities between diets and cows. Similarity yerda ma'lumot yo'q. O'xshashliklari. According to paragraph 2, which of the following herbivores has to eat large quantities of plant stem because it gains relatively little energy from each given quantity of food? Kim qaysi bir hayvon bu yerda katta miqdordagi demak o'simlik demak tanasini yeyish kerak, chunki har bir miqdordan kam energiya oladi deyapti. Keling buni o'qib topishga harakat qilamiz. Shu yerdan keldik. However, there's more than made of the fast speed at which when there's only a short supply. Topic enjoys advantage. Ruminants have a special structure, rumen in their stomach, which contains microorganisms that break down the hard part of the plant. Food passes only slowly through the ruminant's gut. Because ruminating, digesting the hard parts takes time, the ruminant continually regurgitates food from its stomach back to its mouth to chew it up further. That is what a cow is doing when chewing cud. Whoa! Really? Only when it has been chewed up and digested almost to a liquid can the food pass through the rumen and on through the gut. Larger particles cannot pass through until they have been chewed down to size. Therefore, when food is in short supply, ruminant can last longer than a non-ruminant because it can derive more energy out of the same food. The difference can partially explain the eating habits of Serengeti herbivores. The zebra chooses areas where there is more low-quality food. It migrates first to unexploited areas and chomps the abundant low-quality stems before moving on. It's a fast-in, fast-out feeder, relying on a high output of incompletely digests food. By the time the wild beasts and other ruminants arrive, grazing and trampling of zebras will have worn the vegetation down. As the ruminants then set to work, they eat down the lower, leafier parts of the vegetation. All of the sets in with the different stomach contents with which we begin. Well, tushunarli. Hop, savol aytyapti. Eat large quantities of plants then because they can relatively little energy. Bu zebras bo'lishi kerak. Chunki bu yerda mana abundant low quality stem large amount bo'ladi. If fast in food, fast out, and incompletely incomplete digested. Shuning uchun ham demak bu yerda zebrani belgilaymiz javob sifatida. Paragraph 2 suggests that which of the following is one of the most important factors in determining differences in feeding preferences of East African herbivores. Qaysi eng muhim faktor demak ozuqalanish habitida demak odatlaridagi eng demak farqlarni ko'rsatib beradi debdi. Availability of certain food emas, demak mavjudligi borligi emas. Difference in stomach structure to'g'ri, demak stomach oshqozonni strukturasidagi farqlar. Physical nature of vegetation and environment. Physical nature of vegetation emas, menimcha. Ability to migrate emas. Bu ham emas. Demak, according to paragraph 2, all of the following are true of East African and gazelles except. Demak, gazellar haqidagi ma'lumotlarni topishimiz kerak. Bitta xatosi bor ekan. They digest their food very quickly. Where is gazelle now? Fine. They digest their food very quickly. Yo'q, gazelle ruminant bo'lgani uchun quickly qilmaydi. Microorganisms help them digest their food. To'g'ri. Microorganismlar yordam beradi. Unable to digest large food quantities unless they are chewed down considerably. To'g'ri. Maydalab tashlamaguncha digest qilolmaydi. They survive well even food supplies are not abundant. To'g'ri. Chunki yegan narsasini qaytarib chiqarib yuraveradi. O'shaning natijasida demak yashab qoladi. Demak, birinchi javobimiz tez yemagani uchun shu javobni xato sifatida olamiz. Chunki bizdan hamma javoblar to'g'ri, nimadandir tashqari deyapti. Demak, bizdan xato javobni topishni so'rayapti bu yerda savol. The phrase provides that in the passage close meaning the if degani provides smaller animals can therefore live where there is loose food, provided that if such food is of high energy. If simply as long as to'g'ri keladi, bu ham ifni sinonimi. Unless, as if, even though to'g'ri kelmaydi. As if kabi, dek preteriat saqlash bo'yicha even though ga qaramasdan unless bu ham gachanmi, shunaqa ma'no, boshqacharoq ma'no. Demak, the word fastidious in the passage close to fast. The larger, less fastidious feeders, the rivers move in first. I don't know. Fastidious degan so'zni umuman bilmayman. Demak, taxmin qilib ko'raman birinchi, keyin javobini ko'raman haqiqiy. When a new area is filled by rain, the mammals migrate toward it in a set order to exploit it. Larger, fastidious, less fastidious feeders, zebras move in first. Choosier, smaller, wilder beasts come in later. And smaller species of all arise last. O'z ko'rayotganingizdek, demak, kattaroq va nimalardir moving first. Choosier, smaller. Demak, bu yerda kichkinaroq va choosier deyapti. Ko'p tanlab yeydigan deyapti. Bu yerda kattaroq deyapti. Menimcha tanlab yemaydigan degan ma'noda bo'lsa kerak. Rapid, tez, yo'q. Determined. Menimcha mana shu flexible bo'ladi. Yoki demanding bo'lishi ham mumkin. Boshqasi to'g'ri kelmaydi. Keling, ko'raylik nima ma'no anglatishini. Oh, very concerned about matters of cleanliness, very attentive to and concerned about accuracy and detail. I don't know. demanding bo'lsa kerak birinchi bu. Xato qildik, mayli. Demandingni olib qolamiz. According to paragraph 2, for which of the following mammals exhibits a feeding behavior that is beneficial to the other herbivores that share the same habitat. Qaysi bir, demak bu yerda hayvon boshqa hayvonga yordam beradigan feeding behaviorni ko'rsatadi deyapti, o'qiymiz. Thompson's gazelle. The later species all depend on the preparation of the earlier one. For the actions of zebras alter the vegetation to suit the stomach of the wilder beast. O'zgarib kelsak, keyin keladigan oldin keladiganiga bog'liq qaram, chunki zebrani demak harakatlari undan keyin keladigan hayvonlarni demak yeyishiga imkoniyat yaratib beradi deyapti. Shuning uchun ham zebra bo'ladi. Zebra yordam berar ekan ularga, boshqalarga. According to this passage, which of the following is true of wild beasts? Wild beastlar haqida qaysi biri to'g'ri deyapti. Choosier, smaller came later. They eat more stem matter than zebras do. Yo'q, ular kamroq yeydi. Lekin yaxshiroq, sifatliroq qilib yeydi. They are able to digest large food particles if their food is of high quality. High quality haqida ma'lumot yo'q, ular low quality haqida ma'lumot bor. They tend to choose feeding areas when which the vegetation has been worn down. Bu to'g'ri. Zebra tomonidan bosib o'tib ketiladi, keyin ular borib yeydi. They are likely to choose low quality food to eat in periods when the quantity of rainfall is low. Anaqa ma'lumot yo'q, ya'ni yomg'ir kam vaqtda yeydi degan narsa yo'q. Keyingi savol. Demak, this sequence in which they migrate correlates with their body size degan gapni biz bu yerga topishimiz kerak. Demak, ularni migratsiya, demak, navbatlari, ya'ni bir nima ketin bo'lishi, ularni demak tana kattaligiga bog'liq deyishyapti. There's difference in feeding preferences lead out in turn difference in migratory habits. O'zgarib ketsak, migratsiya haqida gap ketgan. Keyin migratsiya haqida gap ketgan. Chunki demak, migratsiyadan keyin migratsiya haqida gap ketyapti, shuning uchun ham birinchisini olamiz. Keyin ularni demak tana hajmiga bog'liq deyapti. Keyin bu bo'lmas ekan. Adashyapman. Demak, o'qib chiqadigan bo'lsak, when a new area is filled by rain, mammal migrate toward it and set order to exploit. Mana bu yerda ko'ryapmiz. Mana shu bo'ladi javob. Demak, bu yerda aytyapti, demak, yomg'ir bo'lgandan keyin ular bir nima ketin eksploatatsiya qilishni boshlaydi va bu eksploatatsiya demak tana hajmiga bog'liq deyapti-da. Keyin boshlayapti. Kattaroqlari shunaqa, kichkinaroqlari shunaqa deb. Kattaroqlar birinchi boradi, kichkinaroqlar keyinroq boradi deb. Shuning uchun ham 4 ni javob sifatida olamiz bu yerda. Keyingisi, bu yerda 3 ta to'g'ri javobni tanlashimiz kerak. Survival of East African mammals depend more on anything else than quantity of high nutritious fruit than they are able to find. Yo'q, quantity of high nutrition fruit ga bog'liq emas. All herbivores' size and metabolic rate affect the kinds of food they eat. To'g'ri. Size bilan metabolic rate'lari sabab hal qiladi nima qancha miqdorda yeyishini. Zebras and wild beasts rarely compete for the same food resource and in the same location. To'g'ri. Ular compete qilmaydi. Zebralar yegan narsani keyin wild beast qiladi. Rarely compete. Buni to'g'ri qilib olamiz. Demak, kamdan kam holatlarda competition qiladi, ya'ni raqobat qiladi degan ma'noni. The different digestion systems of herbivores explains their feeding preference. To'g'ri. Ularni demak digestive degani bu yerda hazm qilish sistemasi nima yeyishini aniqlaydi. Migratory habits are influenced by feeding preferences. Yo'q. Patterns in migratory habits of East Africa are hard to establish. Yo'q. Hard to establish emas. Aynan bilmayman. 2-3 to'g'ri oldim. Taxmin bo'ldi menimcha. Ko'ramiz. Okay, let's get the answers. Demak, 1 3 2 2 3 4 to'g'ri to'g'ri. 1 3 2 2 3 4 yaxshi, 3 bo'lmagan ekan. 4 to'g'ri. To'g'ri hammasi. Demak, 5 3 xato. Ya, to'g'ri, uchinchisi ekan. 5 3 to'g'ri. 6 3 7 2 8 1 3 2 1 to'g'ri. 9 1 10 to'g'ri. To'g'ri. 11 2 12 3 to'g'ri. 4 to'g'ri. Demak, 2 3 4 belgiladik. 2 to'g'ri 5 bo'lar ekan. Demak, 5 ni belgilamabmiz. Shuning uchun ham 1 ball kamroq olamiz bu yerda.